Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're here for Saga of Tanya, the Evil Season 2, Episode 4. The war is continuing, despite Tanya's best efforts to help it end, and Zetor's best efforts as well. So Zetor just being smart, and Tanya using her knowledge of our world wars that we have had here on Earth. She was trying to, and assuming that they wanted to end the war as well, but naively, she ended up making it look like she's a loyal soldier who will do literally anything. And it didn't turn out well because she found out that her other soldiers don't really agree. Other soldiers and other people don't really agree with the fact that they would have to give up everything and just return to where they were, but it's at the point where that should have been done to save the country. If we want to continue to exist as we are with no big changes, we should go back to how we were. But of course, a lot of people, I forget what exactly it was called, but it's like some kind of mindset where it's like, well, we've given up so much and we've gained so much and so much sacrifice has been happened, why would we just give all that we've gained up for nothing? And I mean, it's a natural mindset to have, but it is gonna hurt us in the long run, that's for sure. So the war's continuing. We told them to eat shit. Let's see where we go from here. Per usual, for the second, Jesus Christ. Feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those of your own will. I've heard us up straight into Saga of Tanya the Evil, Season 2, Episode 4. I also wonder if we're going to see the death of a friendship between Zetor and Rudersdorf. Is Rudersdorf pushed forward without Zetor's knowledge to continue this going? Because Zetor was working to, get a peace treaty going and get peace going despite, you know, what they had to give up, because at the rate we're going, more enemies are going to continue to show up, we're going to continue to lose resources, and eventually we're just fucked. What do you know? We're focusing on him at the beginning of this episode. May, unified year 1927. The Empire's unstoppable march continues, huh? Uh-huh. Oh, is that somebody in his family? Maybe a wife, maybe a kid. So it just leaves the cigar burning there. That feels like that's a bit of a fire hazard, but alright. Oh, well, seems like they're still being buddy-buddy despite Rudersdorf going against Zetor last episode. Yeah. So her parents' home in the south. Daughter's fiance died, huh? So, okay, so he was here researching all night and then I guess went home to, I don't know, change, shower, do shit like that, I guess. Did her fiance go out to war and he died while he was out at war? Why would you want to continue the war then, man? You've seen firsthand how you're just continuing to lose more and more people, like, but people are just so stuck in the, what is it called? I forget what they called it last episode. Yes, it's the sunk cost fallacy. Okay, I knew it was something like that, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, it's a cognitive bias where individuals continue an endeavor or persist with a decision due to previously invested resources, such as time, money, or effort, rather than evaluating current and future benefits. So, yeah. Then a desk. So we've got a new operation in play. A large-scale counterattack that will determine the fate of the war. Oh, that's huge. Because we know Zator was literally trying to end it last episode, and everybody went against that, so now he's like, alright, next best thing, let's hope this counterattack ends the war. Something's gotta end it, and we need it to end soon. Dude, that opening's so good. I have listened to that song more times than I can count at this point. I've listened to that shit for weeks. Let's see how Tanya's reacting to the whole thing. Very curious, because she thought that they were going to try to end the war, and she was like, at the end of last episode, she was thinking like, my soldiers have fallen into the sunk cost fallacy that's going to be hard to convince them to end the war. She was totally thinking that our government, or that our military base HQ, the planners were going to try to end the war, which Zator did, but I'm so curious what she's thinking now that she was completely and utterly wrong. Yeah, clearly we see what you guys think. That's our leader's determination. Yeah, so basically it would literally just go back to the way before the war ever started. And ideally, what you hope for, and what Zator and Tanya were likely hoping for, is the idea that we go back and the war stops and we can maybe even make allies off of this decision. We're like, hey, this war's been kind of crazy. Look, we're gonna give you all this back. Let's be allies. Look at us. We're giving you all these things back that we fought over, and we just want to exist, and we don't want any beef, because the beginning of this war literally started because the Republic sent fucking soldiers. I think it was the Republic. I might be misremembering that. But the Republic like sent soldiers on like a practice excursion into the Empire territory as if they totally weren't going in there to attack them. The Empire didn't even start the fucking war. And so, yeah, the idea was obviously for Zator and Tanya to be like, hey, yo, let's just go back to how things were. You can have all your shit back, and we'll go back to how we were being, and maybe we can become allies. And at the very least, they would have allyship with the territories up there in Russia, who they have allied with now in the middle of the war. They would probably still be allied with them. They'd be allied with France, because with France, they went for the peace treaty. It's just like, that was clearly the best option, because now we're just in for we're already struggling on resources, and now we're in for an even longer drawn out war that we just really can't afford. Win better terms. Okay, so maybe we could offer a peace treaty if we get a little better terms, but will like the Federation and others accept that? Security guarantees. There's a buffer zone and reparations. Yeah, it seems like we've kind of used a ton of resources, so reparations might be nice. Now the war's entirely political, so yeah, fights are going to keep going on, but it's just a matter of politicking and back and forth until a peace treaty is ideally done. So I'm glad, it's good to know that they're not, they told him eat shit, but the peace treaty, the search for a peace treaty is not over. Just different conditions are wanted for that to occur. Operation Iron Hammer. Oh my god. Tanya is not in a good mood. Paratroopers. I'm shocked we're not seeing Tanya's inner monologue after last episode. We still don't have our lines in good order. New commanders are struggling a bit here. I think we're just all struggling in general. Even if we push our lines forward, they'll just push them back. Yeah, and the biggest issue is that we're going to be dealing with Federation mages before long. Still don't have enough supplies. Yeah. Yeah. And now we're doing a giant counterattack operation. Tell you to return, you return. Yeah, you'll learn what it's like being part of the Mage Battalion. Tanya's Mage Battalion, buddy. I guess it's Weiss's Mage Battalion now because he's taken over Tanya's position, as Tanya has now leveled up another level. Yeah, but new soldiers are struggling big time. We saw the other ones in part of her platoon where she, or part of her giant salamander squad, where they were just a second ago worrying about like the lines, like even if we push forward, they'll just push back, and they're stressed over there. But you know, Tanya's main soldiers are used to this shit. Look how casual they're treating this. Damn! Yeah, they're still so casual about this. No, they showed in the beginning they're clearly still working towards those. Oh, in her box. Eliminate their ability to continue this war. Okay, push him up against said barrier. Damn. Oh no, it's a barrier for us, so we can hunker down and we can't get attacked from behind. So yeah, we're blocking off this bridge where it's probably a supply line bridge. Yeah, that makes sense. This is gonna be a big battle, oh man. Support the paratroopers and protect the bridges. Highly mobile iron hammer. You're gonna have to surround them. Damn. I see the plan. Never wants to fight. So the plan is literally, but you know the Federation. We know the Federation. They're just gonna throw more people at you. They've just got infinite people to just keep sacrificing because they don't care. And this is gonna be a lot more difficult because you're gonna have Federation mages, and I have a feeling this might be the battle where the opening takes place, where Tanya is fighting both Mary Sue and the other guy was his name Mikhail, I believe. I think that was his name. Where she's fighting both of them. So this is gonna be crazy, man. This is a huge operation. I'm told. Everybody's such a worrywart. Had to reach up to get it down. Command jurisdiction map. Oh. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of forces. Oh, so they have to go a period of trying to slip through where they can't communicate because I guess people, the Federation could pick up on the commands or the, you know, talking like back and forth because I guess you pick up like a signal from that and then they'd know we're there. No matter what it takes. Jesus! Oh, okay, so they're all sitting on a tank. Okay, yeah. More than I thought it would. I mean, you're Tanya getting shook up and down. Ah, so yeah, even the Mage Battalion and mages are just sitting for this one. That makes sense. It's a fair point. It's a scarecrow. God, you were so on edge. It makes sense that people are on edge, though, I will say. Oh, God. This is such a gamble to get through, man. You have to- and Victoria's just eating chocolate. It's fucking intense, dude. My God. Everybody's so on edge. Seems like Tanya's battalion is doing alright. We're kind of used to crazy shit like this. But even Tanya herself's a little on edge and... oh, people getting sleepy, yeah. Oh god, yeah, because once we get there, we're gonna be all exhausted. Are we gonna set up a base of operations and rest for a bit? I'm not sure we'll be able to jump right into a fight. We already had an insane fight like this in the movie at Tegenhof, where we were up for like over 18 hours fighting, which is just insane. Yeah, everybody's so on edge they can't sleep, and also you're on a tank, so you can't sleep. And Victoria's out of candy now. You're on a tank, so you can't sleep either. I didn't even clock that. It's not even necessarily that people are super on edge, which they are, but you're on a tank, and that's uncomfortable as fuck. You can't sleep on that. How much longer do we got? A whole day passed, because we saw it go from light to dark to light again. There's the bridge. You made it through. Oh, fuck me! Those are our own men. Oh, nice. So they don't shoot at you. There we go. Good shit. We met up with our allies. Three days. Goddamn. You've won as a prize of war. Okay. I like that. She's helping boost their morale by being like, hey, that's your prize for war, right? Look, we'll trade you. We'll trade you our ammo for the water. With the Rarugan combat team. Yeah, we technically don't really need to use that name anymore. Well, actually, no, we still do. Because we're still in peace talks. We just shut France down for now. So Rarugan still does need to be the spearhead of Tanya's Salamander squad, even though she's doing everything still. Did any of our people get to rest? We've done that many times before. Just send Tanya's battalion. Perfect hunting dog for this job. I don't know what I just said, but it wasn't English. Hunting dog for this job, just waiting around in the east. She's talking about Tanya and her battalion, or somebody else? Yeah, it is Tanya's mage battalion. Bro, she literally just got there after a grueling days of not sleeping well on those tanks, and or not days, but like at least a day. And she gets here, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, go attack enemy HQ." And I guess Tanya is back in charge of her battalion now for the time being. Our company. Oh god, now I'm getting names of everything mixed up. No, it's her mage battalion. There's individual companies. Yeah, that's right. So did she just go and put herself back in charge for a bit, bump Weiss down for a second? 8 lightly wounded. Took a bullet in the ass. Is it a random side job? You're going straight after HQ. Their camp and find their HQ. We don't really... I can't tell if Tanya genuinely thinks it's a trap or really just doesn't want to do this. I mean, what she's saying is probably true. They probably do have a fake HQ up, so if we go find it, run into fake HQ, we've already got some injuries, like, we probably should not push this any further. But then again, I'm not sure if Strategic HQ is going to be very happy about that one, but we just need more intelligence before we just charge in blindly. Throwing in a red piece of cloth. This voice partially sounds like Tanya is trying to bullshit her way out of having to do something, but I don't know. I mean, she's making sounds like good points. In the opposite, yeah, the opposite direction. You just want to go away from the combat. Only when there's enough in it. Oh, someone found it. See, I was completely right. That was Tanya completely bullshitting just so she could get out of doing combat, because she was like, there's not enough in it for me. If they knew for sure it was enemy HQ, she would probably be fine pushing it. But she's like, we don't know that for sure. I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not doing that shit. Also, I guess she's not bullshitting, but she's putting on airs and theatrics to make it seem like more that we shouldn't do this. Because she has reasoning for not wanting to, and so she's putting on bigger theatrics with the reasoning that she has, as well as, you know, she gives military reasoning behind it, but also she just doesn't want to go do it. So yeah, she puts on the theater act to convince people of her reasonings, and while also not telling them she just doesn't want to do it. It's the typical Tanya way. Has made so many bad IDs. Oh my god! Jesus, that was terrifying. Tanya is so pissed. She wanted so badly to go home and just rest, because they literally just got here after not sleeping on the tanks. She's fucking tired. The fucking HQ gives her a shitty mission where she's not entirely sure what's what. They could probably find the enemy HQ if they really tried, but she doesn't want to do that shit. She's tired. Tries to theatrics her way out of it. Convinces everybody to leave with whatever reasoning she gives. Convinces them all to leave, and then someone actually finds it who never finds things ever, or constantly, like, as she called it, was fake IDs. Yeah, so many bad IDs. And so now he actually found it, and now she's pissed off. Oh my god! Oh. Tanya's trying to wrap this shit up as quick as possible, and Victoria's like, get the fuck out of there! Get the fuck out of there! She's trying to save everybody's lives because she knows Tanya's going up there and belamming that HQ from all the way out here. Hurry! Oh my god. It was Tanya just going up and just blasting it with not talking to any of her forces or anything. She's like, fuck it all, and then just goes up and shoots. Organized attempt at escape. So they were maybe trying to retreat, like, back away or something, but we have now stopped them from doing that. So we've taken up hold at the bridge. Why would you say that? Why would both of you say that? Once more, oh, he's just saying this operation we won. Once more we were able to win, because who knows when those wins are gonna just completely cease entirely. So we have taken over the bridges. So, okay. I thought this whole operation to take over the bridge was going to be when Tanya runs into Mary Sue and Mikhail, but I think it's actually, I think that's his name. I could be wrong. I might be forgetting. But I think what it's actually going to be is whenever the Federation tries to take these bridges back is going to be when shit pops off. But who knows? Oh, you're here again. I guess he's been still following along despite us rejecting the peace that they offered us. Only a matter of time before it. I'm sorry, I don't think you guys know the Federation as well as you think you do. Mm-hmm.
取りこぼしは仕方あるまい。いずれにせよ、講和が成立するまでは戦争かと。まったく。
Someone made a comment that there was tons of interactions with Tanya and this guy. Was his name Calandra? Was that Colonel Calandra? I kind of forgot his name from last episode. Yeah, Colonel Calandra. Somebody said that there's tons of interactions with him and Tanya in the light novels, and that they're all really funny, and that he's like fascinated and captivated by her, not in a like a weird way, but he's just so interested in her because she is quite bizarre. And so he like follows her around all the time. And Tanya's like consistently in her head extremely pissed off that he's following her around and blames Rurugan for it, which was just a very funny comment. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're just gonna take a picture of Tanya by herself? Does this make up for my sins at least a little? Ooh. Okay, it seems like we're gonna get some more Router's Door focus. Like they showed this at the beginning, but now they're like tagging it into what's going on here. I wish I could have read better what was on the gravestone. I saw his last name, but I didn't see anything else. Now we're back here. Not even now, even Moskva is within reach of our troops. I worry about a massive counterattack from the Federation now that they brought their mages back into the fray. I feel like it's not long before that occurs, and that's something we're not accounting for. We think the Federation is just going to stay the same and keep just using their regular soldiers. We're not prepared for them to pull out their mages. Yeah. We've little hope of bringing the railways back online. Oh, okay. An emergency meeting, huh? Federation struggling here. Polybudov wants to end the war. Oh, so the big wigs are saying we gotta end this. Yeah, you are. You piece of garbage. Oh no. What the hell is he gonna do? Demands are overwhelmingly one-sided. Falling for their own propaganda without knowing what things are really like for them. Massive reparations. Okay, so now even the Federation is switching to a political war. Bro, you are absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, man. Empire High Leadership Building. Oh. On existing lines. Demilitarized zone will... God damn it. We did want a demilitarized zone. Will exist for several kilometers along the border. Recently occupied territories. Opportunity to vote for independence or join us. Accept multinational observers, and the vote will be held as soon as the peace agreement is signed. Oh, okay. So the Empire's military and the Aldola Kingdom put this together, so territories... Yeah, the Federation's gonna have some counter for this, but they want to cease fire along all existing lines. Areas under the Empire's control remain so no territory changes. Like, we're not going back to how the territories were before. We want a demilitarized zone so nobody can come back and try and fight us after, or they'll be breaking the peace treaty. And so those like occupied territories that were the Federation's and we have since taken over, we're giving them an option to go for independence or join us. Which, if they go for independence, we'll have ideally lifelong allies, and if they join us, then they join us. Obviously, we would want them to join us, but like I said, if they do go for independence, we'll hopefully have allies for freeing them and giving them the choice to do that. As soon as the peace agreement is signed. Oh, Jesus. Best deal we can get and supports it. Your other deals involved us giving up every ounce of territory that we have won in this war. And it's like, come on, you seriously expect us to agree with that? We're telling you, we will stop fighting in its entirety. We will leave you alone. We won't give back our territories that we have, but the occupied territories get to choose if they want to be on their own, and peace will be gained. The war will stop. Many of our men died to make the enemy agree to them. Oh, wait. So is this our own, like, higher-ups? Like, the Empire's higher-ups? Because they did say the military in Idola Kingdom have come up with this, and so has the Federation and such even agreed to this peace treaty, but our own government is the one saying no? Is that who we're speaking to here? Yeah, we literally keep our territory. The occupied territories might join us if we're, like, we've been so kind to them. They might join us or they might go independent, and if so, we'll have allies. And we've got demilitarized zones on the borders. Like, what? Domestic political opinion. Why? Those conditions are really good. We lose nothing we've gained during the war. Bro. Oh, Jesus. So they really want those reparations. Gotcha. The higher-ups really want those reparations. That's why they're saying no to this. Everything else is all peachy and nice, but I don't think they really care about that. They care about filling their pockets, which they need reparations for. So if they don't get the reparations for war, they're saying their budget's going to be bad. But ideally you end the war and then you start economic trade up with the other nations. And if you have economic trade up between the nations, you can get economies flowing again post-war. You'll go bankrupt, I assume. Should fear only one thing, his enemy. Damn. Every fight we take is a gamble. Oh god. Is that Zator clenching his chair? Because Rudersdorf might take us away from peace again here? Okay, maybe that's actually Rudersdorf clutching. Because he was talking about, yeah, I don't know if it's worth sacrificing more of them, because the whole situation with his wife, his daughter, and his daughter's fiance, who was clearly sent off to war and died. I can't tell if that was Zator or Rudersdorf clutching. It looked like more Zator because Zator is skinnier. Rudersdorf's bigger, but if you're willing to make unlimited sacrifices, bro, we're turning into the Federation at that point. We need to stop sacrificing our people. Like, you're just turning into this Federation who's willing to just throw infinite soldiers at a problem and hope it fixes it. Like, we need to end this. Jesus Christ, Rudersdorf. How can it be so irresponsible as to say we cannot win? Oh, God. And now you just gave them the leg to be like, yep, keep going. We had another chance to stop it. We had another chance to stop it. This is fucking bad, dude. This is so bad. This has been mistake after mistake recently, and that's probably why at the beginning of the Tanya movie they were like, oh yeah, by the way, that's why the Empire lost, because we just continue, we're getting greedy and we're making major mistakes that we've had peace in front, like literally within our grasp, and we keep throwing it away. Like, this is bad. Ugh. Hey, even Zator is glaring at him. We must have you fight for the future of our nation. We've now had attainable peace twice. This time, we even got the enemy to agree with even further demands than last episode's peace treaty. We got even we keep. I'm not gonna rehash. We keep so much. We just don't get reparations necessarily, and we can end the war. But they need their money. Like, I would get it if it was purely, like, I guess that's what Zator was saying, like, the family could be at risk, the government could be at risk, and he's saying, like, you know, maybe it'll send us into a recession or something, but it'd be better to fight a civil war than fight an enemy outside of our borders and stuff like that. And so he's saying it's worth the risk to accept this and then deal with the economy once it has been accepted and done and put into action, because if we keep doing this war, not only is our economy going to get worse, but we're probably going to lose, where right now we have attainable peace right in front of us. This is so bad. It's not in vain! Oh my god, we are getting such a good peace deal. It's not in vain! It's not in vain. You can't have everything you want all the time. We are struggling so badly. We're losing so many people. Like, we can't compromise. We have to compromise somewhere, or we're gonna keep going until we hit a wall, and then we're pushed back and we fucking lose. Oh my god. Rudorf, hello, dude. Oh my god, now we might be seeing a collapse of their friendship. It survived after the last one where we rejected that prior peace treaty because they were asking for a bunch of bullshit. Like, I agree it would have been good to agree to the peace treaty like Zator was attempting to get them to do, but I'm not super mad at Rudersdorf for going against that one. We would have to give up literally everything we've done in this entire war. We would get no reparations. We might make allies out of it, but like, who knows if because we're in a fucked situation they don't just come attack us again or something, some shit like that. So this peace treaty was a lot better though. That is insane that you went against that. But maybe he's thinking like, my daughter's fiance died in war, how could I not push forward for total victory? And it's like, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh my god, he's clutching his fist so badly he's bleeding. This is so bad. The political workings in this show is so good, man. And Rudersdorf might have just fucked the nation. I'm being so for real. That one decision that Rudersdorf just made might have just set, what is the word I'm looking for? Might have just like set in stone our loss. Jesus, man. Got an end credit scene. Another photo. Victoria's really on her photo shit recently. Tanya eating bread. She's having a good time with it too. None of them came out. She had the fucking camera lens on. Oh, Victoria, never change, never change. This was a rough episode, man. I think the Empire's fate might have just been set in stone by this, this decision by Rudersdorf here. And this might be, we might begin to see a fallout of Zator and Rudersdorf from this decision. We really needed to push for this treaty to get done, this peace treaty to get done, and Rudersdorf just gave in and was like, yeah, we'll keep fighting. And I think I get his point of view, as I commented on during the scene, but this is bad. This is really bad. That he might, like I said, he might have sealed the fate of the Empire. Truly, he might have. But anyway, I don't think I have too much else to add here. We'll see where this continues to progress. Anyway, I'm coming away from this episode depressed. We had everything in front of us to end this in on some better terms, but I really think the Empire's fate might have just been sealed with that decision. But we'll see where we go from here. But I think it is going to wrap it up from my reaction to Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2 Episode 4. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.